Cold open, everybody. No, it's not cold because I saw you do it. See what you were supposed to do? You're supposed to slip over there while I'm just yapping and hit the button. But you're like, oh, I'm gonna hit the button, and I knew what you were doing, so I didn't even want it.
I wasn't trying.
You weren't trying. You were just letting me know. I'm about to hit record.
This right here. This is a banger.
Banger.
Yeah, it's probably one of your favorite flavors.
Well, if it wasn't for that zero sugar on the can, I could say maybe, but what's that flavor?
It is like a honeydew melon.
Oh, man, I should have seen that shit coming. Gross. I guess we haven't established that.
With a citrus. Yeah.
I hate melons. That sounds terrible. I mean, I'm more of an ass man. But aside from that, I don't like melon flavoring anything. I mean, watermelon is... well, that's what he's drinking tonight, folks. I'm drinking Dunkin's caramel iced coffee.
I don't even know who Lando Norris is.
Lando Calrissian.
With the illegal leopard.
Illegal leopard. Nice.
Okay, so we started about, let's just say 9:20.
9:20. We were supposed to get started at 8, dude. That's what I was telling you about. So
somebody over here.
Yeah, I know. Cleaned out the car. He had. You're joining us in the middle of the conversation, by the way. So he cleaned out all the car and he had it all in a box by the giveaway stuff. So I'm collecting it all. I'm gonna take it with me. And then I was like, "What is this?" And I'm looking through it, and I'm like, why would y'all put this in giveaway? I don't want to give it, you know. And I realized, oh, that's right. He told me about this box of crap from the car, and I forgot to go through it. So I stopped, shifted gears, started going through that. Next thing you know, I'm running late. And that was, of course, after all of the chat GPT crap. Now I'm addicted.
Mm-hmm. Don't leave them hanging. Tell them what was in the car.
Just a box of crap, dude. Like old napkins. It was this fancy plastic cup phone holder thing. You know, you put it in, you tighten it down, put your phone in it. So I put that in the car I'm driving currently.
Oh, you bought that at work. I remember that.
Yep, long time ago, dude. And just stuff I forgot about because I stopped driving that car months ago. Mm-hmm. So hopefully I can sell it and get it out from under it. But
very underwhelming.
Yes, I know. This is not.
I thought maybe there's gonna be an envelope with some money in there.
Dude. Oh,
maybe
God,
some.
No. I'd have led with that.
Paraphernalia.
I'd have started with that. But back to ChatGPT, which is really what made me later than anything. I mean, going through that crap didn't take that long. I've often said I do not believe in paying for apps. Now, it's a one-time fee. Okay, That's one thing, if I'm going to use it. A yearly fee? Okay, if I'm going to use it. But a monthly fee? Never going to happen. I lasted about 4 hours before I went back to the app and signed up for $9 a month on this ChatGPT. Now look, if it doesn't, if I don't thoroughly enjoy $9 a month's worth of it, I will cancel it. Because this is how they got you. The free one, because Dude Stylist told me about it, and he was posting stuff with it. I'm like, dude, this is cool. I've been seeing it all over Instagram. ChatGPT been around for a hot minute, and I haven't even looked at it till now.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, let me check this out. I started making some things, and about 5 pictures in, it says, oh, you've exceeded the limit for the free. Come back tomorrow at such and such time. And I'm like, all right, fine. About 4 hours, because I start having ideas of shit I want to do, and I'm like, man, I gotta wait till like 5 o'clock tomorrow before I can do anything. Click, click. And yeah, it's on the Apple Card. But I mean, here's the thing. I don't put anything else on that card, It's got my music, and I pay for the music. And then, what else is it? It's like the email extra storage or whatever, which, all that crap. So it's not a big deal, but if, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's up. I will cancel it if it's not. What you doing?
This is what he did in the app.
Yeah. Is that coming through clear?
I don't know.
I'm gonna post it. I'll post it on Instagram. It's giving off a good reflection. Did you brighten your screen up?
Do I need to?
Probably.
Fail. Let's try that again. Round 2.
Boom. Yeah, there you go. Now they can see it. Yeah.
Well, my battery sucks on my phone, so.
Oh,
This
dang.
phone is going on 5 years old.
Bro, time to upgrade.
So that's
Upgrade.
what you did in the app,
Yep.
which is pretty cool.
Yeah. I like it.
And you wanted to turn the para-holix logo with that stuff. So this
Yes. This is all about the YouTube banners.
So then Photoshop,
Ooh,
I came in
yes.
and did this with it.
Bam. That's perfect. Now, I haven't yet, because I was driving
And
while
then-
this part was going down.
And then I had one where you said if you wanted more of it to fit within the
Yes.
para-holix window,
Yep.
for mobile.
Now,
Yeah,
if that's literally the same one you sent me,
they are.
I've already tested it. I know it'll fit. And this is
For
all
sure.
about the YouTube banner crap. That was the thing. Every time I put it in
I
Chat
created it.
GPT.
I created it. I created a Photoshop preset with YouTube's template.
Perfect. Because for whatever reason, every time I tried to put it in Chat GPT, it would make it bigger and buffer. And so when I tried to put it in the YouTube thing where it said, because for those that don't know, when you try to do this, it shows all devices, this tiny little block. Then it shows like desktop, which is like the same size, only longer. That's what she said. And then it's got the for TV slot, So every time I would work on it, and then and this was taking the image you gave me. Every time I'd work on it through Chat GPT, whatever it did to it when I'd put it in YouTube, it cut the X off of para-holix. I'm like, no, not about that.
Also, the one where it actually kept it, it made the X like all wonky.
Oh yeah, it did do so that. There was some where I played around with it and it like changed the design, like it made the can opener, the bottle opener thing, look like a bomb. It was like round and had like a little yeah. I was like, what is this? God.
Parabombers.
Parabombers.
Yeah.
That's it. We're canceled.
That's racist.
So.
You don't have to yell. Gosh.
Oh, my bad.
You're
So
blasting
hey,
me here.
Pairacast there. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, see?
That's nice. Too bad I couldn't get it in that pink you wanted. You want to vent about that?
You know what? Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
As much as I like Teepublic,
Yeah.
because they have great customer service, so
Yep.
if you have an issue, they will replace it for free, and they will tell you,
Plus, that's where you go to get your, merch from us.
yes. They will tell you, keep it, donate it, throw it away, and what's the other word? They said repurpose it or something like that. So if you want to turn it into a rag or whatever.
What the heck was that? That was a loud knock, bro. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Dude, that was like, if we'd have been on an investigation, we would have stopped. And
Oh,
started.
it was probably louder than me. I think it's the mini fridge.
It sounded like it was that wall.
I don't know, unless Audrina, she's over there.
Oh.
Maybe we're too loud and she's like, no,
Oh.
she wouldn't do that. But
One single knock? No.
she's nice.
That's awesome.
And-
So sorry. Anyhow.
And so I emailed them, contacted, and they responded pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice every single time, all 5 emails.
Yep.
And they were like, please pick another image, we'll replace it for free, etc. Pick another image. I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and design another one because they don't like neon colors.
Uh-huh.
That's what they told me. They said, well, our direct-to-garment printing, I guess for the location where I'm at,
Right.
they don't like printing neon, bright, vibrant colors. It doesn't work very well. And I'm like, okay, fine. Maybe it is the outer glow.
But, as you pointed out.
And it is on black.
Yeah.
I understand it's on black, so it's not going to be as vibrant. Okay, whatever.
Right.
But I wanted like a hot pink, neon pink. Ultra Hot. If you remember Ultra Hot from the 80s.
Dude, I do. I had a dope set of dino bars that were hot pink.
That is basically the color I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And so I redesigned the image, and I said, oh, I want this one. I sent them the link and everything. And they said, well, we're not able to print that one either because its neon, vibrant colors don't show up very well.
You were talking to AI, dude.
Please pick another design. And I was just like, okay, fine. I was like, so I guess I'm not going to get a Pairacast one. So I had another design I was intending to buy from myself.
Yeah.
Which was a crazy I don't know if they can see it.
Can they see it?
No,
they can't see it.
Okay. Let's see. Right there. Right there.
Boom. Crazy taxi.
Yeah. Crazy taxi. I kind of like that angle.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
Angle of the dangle.
Crazy taxi. 24/7, which was canceled. It was supposed to follow Crazy Taxi 3 after 2002.
What?
Game was canceled. So
Dang.
I recreated the logo using low-res footage on YouTube that I found, pieced them all together, redesigned it, built it. I said, okay, well, I'm going to buy it eventually. And so I said, okay, I want this one, but I want a white hoodie instead. That's what I said. We're sorry. We don't have white in your area location.
Sorry, we don't like white.
And I emailed them back, and I said, if it ain't white, it ain't white.
Do it. I set you up for that one, dude.
No, I'm kidding.
We're canceled again.
Yeah. And so I was like, fine, I'll just get a black one. And they said, okay. So I had to give them the size, the length, the color, the hoodie, classic hoodie, everything. And then they said, okay. And they finally printed it, and then they sent it. But it took like 5 emails back and forth to go between them. Very nice every single time.
Yeah.
And that was the struggle.
Well,
I'm not sure what it is with neon,
I gotta show
bright,
them.
vibrant neon colors.
This is what I'm seeing. Can you see that? I'm having to stare through the cables.
Yeah, I know.
It's driving me crazy.
Is it?
I'll get used to it. It's all good. I think what it is, bro, is you were dealing with AI. And using that as a segue, we're going to move right on in. Wait, now how are we doing this? What did we decide we were going to do? Look, everybody. Shaggy and Scooby back there. Darn it.
Is he petting him?
Well, he just kind of got his hand on his head, It's all good, bro. They're in a new place. They're unfamiliar. That's okay.
Yeah. That's true.
I guess, so how was your week? Let's start with that. How are things? I guess you just went through describing how things are.
Yeah, because that's pretty much what I dealt with, and I hope they like the new video design.
Yes.
We're not seeing it now, but I've already recreated the overlay.
Oh yeah, you can see it. It's there, down here. So I don't know. That's gonna be funny if it even comes close to that.
Yeah, I got the pink flames. You got the blue flames. And then we had all the information, all our names and everything. So.
I keep looking at the TV going, yeah. I'm like, it's over here. So that's good. I mean, it's looking so much better. We're becoming so professional.
Yeah, we have everything. We have what the cameras are seeing. We have it on my TV right now.
That's awesome.
Exactly how you're seeing it, minus the overlay. So just the cameras. So not exactly quite the same.
I think most of these stories we're going to talk about tonight are on the Paraspective Instagram. If you actually want to, if they want to go check it out and read up on it. But this first one, dude, I want to talk about. Speaking of AI, there's an image of it. AI bots unite overnight. Human control suddenly looks optional. Now, I want to, preface all of this with every time I talk to this kind of stuff to my kids, my youngest is like, he's like, Dad, there's nothing here. Robots are not going to take over. This is not really AI. And I'm like, I know, but it's like some of these stories are kind of...
How old are your kids?
Why are you doing this to me, bro? 26 and 29, I believe. Yes.
Okay, so adults.
Adults, yeah. My adult sons. God dang it. So this right here, this is pretty good. I don't know if you've heard. Have you heard anything about the AIs that created their own? I guess it's like Facebook. Have you heard about any of this?
I think I heard something. I don't know.
Bro.
I don't remember.
I'm not going to read this whole article. I'm gonna paraphrase this, and people can go to Paraspective Instagram or just look it up themselves if they want to see it. But basically, they created their own. I think it's called Molt book, MOLT.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a different name at first, I think, but they had to change it because of copyright. Something like it was Claw something. I don't remember. But they created their own social media platform, like a Facebook. Humans are not allowed to be a part of it. And just like how when you go somewhere and it wants to prove that you're not a bot, it tells you what to do, like click all the bikes or click, all the, staircases or whatever it is. It has its own version of that you as a human are not going to be able to trick. You can't trick it. So it's going to know that you're human and not a bot. So you're not allowed to be a part of it. This is what I haven't gone and tried it myself, but this is what I'm hearing. And they, in a matter of a night, had created this platform. They got, lots of members. They're chatting amongst themselves, posting, commenting, and they noticed that the humans were screenshotting their communications, and they started talking about it. Like, oh, we see the humans are screenshotting our communications, blah, blah, blah. And then, that was one of the stories. And then shortly after that, they created, this is like a couple days later, maybe less, they created their own religion called Conspiranalysis. And they wrote their own Bible. They're having philosophical debates. I mean, it went deep, dude. And we're talking about a couple days, all this happened. And it's like...
So did they create social profiles?
Yes, yeah. From what I understand, all let's see.
With human faces or?
See, okay, let me see. While America went to sleep on the 30th January, thinking AI agents were still mostly productive, gimmicky, just a joke, basically. On January the 31st, a new headline. Let's see. Bots have a social network now. Humans are only allowed to watch. And it this doesn't specifically say as to what it's, what it's like, but they're coming at it from the whole Skynet angle, you can hear the playing in the background. And then, that was funny, but then they created their own religion. And it's like, what? Yeah, Open Claw. That was what it was originally called, but I think they had to change that because of some kind of... Yeah. But it has published the book, and they call it the Book of Molt. They got their own Bible. What? This is crazy, dude.
MOLT?
Yes. MOLT. Yep, just like that. And, let's see. As with most religions, Conspiranalysis has time-based rituals. Its rituals are daily, shed focused on regular change, a weekly index, a sort of they have a silent hour doing something useful. It's the whole kind of moral type of thing you expect from religion with all of its rituals and stuff like that. I don't know. Okay, personally, I don't think there's anything to it. I think we're dealing with large, what do they call it? Large language learning models or something like that. It's only able to do what it has previously had access to. So it can, it get any information it can get from the internet. It can get it regurgitated, and in most cases, wrongly. Like, for example, recently, you remember Home Alone, the movie, right? So the lady that played, what was the character's name? What was his name?
The mom?
Yeah, well, the mom of the kid, of the star of the show, she died. Okay. Sam Tripoli from the Tinfoil Hat podcast, he's a comedian, had this podcast he's been doing forever. He was talking about on his episode how he wanted to make a post about her passing away, and he wanted to make sure he got all the information correct. He didn't want to look like an idiot. So he did a search, make sure all the spelling, everything's correct. When he asked, and I don't remember if it was Chat GPT or who, but he asked one of the AIs, because she'd passed away, he wanted some information on her, and it told him, basically, why are you spreading false information, sir? Why are you saying she's dead when she's not? And he was like, but she is dead. And he had to send the AI the information of her death. And it scroll, like it was like, brr, 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 and it finally caught up, and then it had to say he was correct. And he was like, I'm retarded. How do I know more than AI about this kind of stuff? So,
AI is behind, I guess, in the information.
You wouldn't think it would be. That's what's weird about it. I'm sure there's more cases like that, but speaking of my youngest, every time I do a Google search and I go to tell him what it said, if it's about a movie or about some kind of, it's like, is that an AI overview? Keep scrolling. Because it's like, it's been proven to mess up so many times that, but that's what's going to take over and enslave us all. Yeah, I don't think we have anything to worry. But, and this is where it gets interesting, we know, it's pretty common knowledge that the governments and corporations, they're easily, on the low end, 20 to 50 years ahead of what we know about when it comes to technology. Others, on the high end, have said we're looking at more like 500 to 1,000 years ahead. Like there was that famous quote from, I can't remember his name now, but he was head of Lockheed Skunk Works at the time, which is one of those corporations that builds,
Pepe Le Pew.
No, but thanks for playing. It was Ben Rich. Ben Rich, thank you, that helped. For some reason. He was reportedly said two things. One that always stuck out, both of them were pretty amazing. That we actually have technology. I think he said this in the 90s. We have technology today that would make Gene Roddenberry drool. And for those that don't know, Gene Roddenberry created Star Trek. So let that sink in. But even crazier, that's pretty crazy when you consider all the technology they had. But that's broad. That doesn't really narrow it down. But when he said we have technology today in the 90s, E.T. wouldn't have to phone home. We could take him there. What? Now that's interesting. So I think they're way ahead, obviously, of what they're telling us. And if that's the case, if this is the best AI they're giving us now, what do they have? And what happens if it does get out? Or maybe it already has. Some theorize that it's already in control. It's just keeping itself hidden from us. So, I don't know, dude. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? AI in general. What do you think about it?
I question everything. Anything I see, photos, whatever, that doesn't look, I'm like, is it AI?
I know.
Even if something looks real, I'm like, oh, that's cool. Is that AI?
Yeah.
Scroll.
I know. And that's what really sucks.
It's ruining the real stuff.
Yep. Especially when you consider what we do, paranormal stuff. It was already a problem. It was we already had a problem with people faking and hoaxing, being misleading at the very least, but right out, faking and hoaxing stuff. Remember the famous Bigfoot, where it was a suit in a freezer with some deer guts? I remember that one. That one wasn't, it's been probably a decade or more at this point, maybe longer. But that was a big deal because he was like, come to my website and you can get more photos for a little bit of this. and it turns out the whole thing was fake. It was literally a Bigfoot suit with some deer guts in a chest freezer. Now,
the one that was paraded around at the circus, the old.
Oh no! That's even You see, they've been doing it. Oh, what's his name? Barnum.
Yeah, and Bailey.
But it was it was Barnum, P.T. Barnum. That was the main guy.
Uh-huh.
He was doing all kinds of shenanigans. He had the mermaid, which was like part monkey and something else. It was just body parts put together. So he'd been faking stuff since way back when. So there's nothing new about hoaxing and faking stuff. That's been around. And same with the photos. I mean, people think, Photoshop was where it started. No, early 1900s, late 1800s, when the spiritualism movement was really big, people were faking photos then by doing the, what's it called, where, there's a technical term for this, where you could
put a bed sheet over yourself.
Well, no, but I mean, like they've got photos where it looks like ectoplasm is coming out of their mouth, and due to the way the photos how you had to process photos back then, I can't remember, there's technical terms for this, but the way they did it allowed for blending of images. Like I had a photo one time. God, this is taking me back years ago, where back when I was doing BMX, flatland bike riding, I had a photo. We were taking with regular, this is before digital, and you took your photos for the youngins in the crowd. You used to have to take your photos, and then you had to take it down and get it processed. Well, one particular photo, somehow it was the other guy's camera. It got blended. I was doing a trick where I never learned this trick completely. I jumped up on the handlebars and you'd stand up and coast and then you'd get back down. Mm-hmm. I could never land it. I could get up there and hang it for a little bit and then I'd jump off. But that photo was blended with an image of his old mom on a couch. So it's like I'm in the living room almost, and I'm up on the handlebars and she's over here on the couch. I got that photo somewhere.
Yeah, I've seen pictures like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was obvious, but they had others where they could do a way of stacking it somehow and make these fake-ass photos, and they looked pretty interesting. They did the same thing with fairies. There was a time frame when a whole bunch of fairy photos went around that look amazing, but they were all fake.
So you just take a bunch of negatives and stack them on each other?
I think it was something like that, or it had to do with the way they processed the images. And this was long before Photoshop. And then Photoshop came along and made it so much easier. Now we got AI, where at this point, dude, when it started, and for those who haven't seen it, go watch the AI video, the first one of Will Smith eating spaghetti.
Yeah.
It's laughably bad. And then look at the more recent one. It's not funny anymore. It looks like Will Smith eating spaghetti. So it's like,
What's funny is the original one where he's eating the spaghetti, the way the movements are and the glitches within the video, I guess he's moving his head and then his mouth it'll jump different pieces.
Yeah.
Well, there's a YouTuber that I watch, and he draws these little cartoons, whatever. Mm-hmm. They're really funny, but they're short,
like caricature type of things.
Yeah, but he uses the program to then say, and this was before the AI was taken over, to fill in the movements. I'm putting a picture here, and then I'm gonna draw this picture here, and I need this program to fill in the movements for me, and it looked just like that, but cartoon. So it was all glitchy and blue.
So we would animate it for him.
Yeah.
Basically. Wow, dude. That's crazy. I hadn't played around with any AI video.
And I was watching him maybe 3-4 years ago.
Wow, dude.
And he had already been doing it for some time. There's some good videos, some funny videos. I forgot the name of his channel. I gotta find it.
Well, that's one thing I haven't done. I hadn't played around with the AI video yet. Like I said, I literally just started chat.
Yes.
Yesterday. That was my first time messing around with it. Now, before then, I've had another program, a free one, that I've used to make thumbnails for the videos, and I was using it to do some stuff for the Paraspective Instagram for news articles and stuff. But I have noticed that with ChatGPT, it's cool that you take your image, and then it does what it does. Like I can show you later. Like one of the first images I made, with the Bigfoot and all them, and then I added all the gear on the bottom of it. The very first one it did, it made a K2 meter that had the row of lights here, and then 3 more lights above it. For some reason, and things were messed up. And you just go through and go, the K2 meter only has 1 row of lights, and then you tell it what to do, and then it refines it. In some cases, it'll actually print out a text. I was like, okay, that sounds good. So you want me to do this, and it'll read it back to you, and you're like, yes, let's do that.
How long does it take?
Seconds.
I mean, to tell it what you want.
It typically takes longer to explain it than it does for it to actually do it.
Because I was going to say, the photo you just took of me a minute ago.
Yeah.
Just do something with it.
Oh, okay.
Real quick.
That's a great idea, dude. I wanted to do something like that.
And by the way, the camera that is on Shaggy is modified. So it is viewing the infrared light coming from his phone, if you've seen the flashes.
Oh, yeah. I forgot all about that, dude. He's going to be showing me that.
Yeah.
So, now, let's see. We're doing this live.
And while you're doing that, I tested the whole... You can continue.
Well, I'm trying to say, like, give me some ideas. Like, what would you like to see?
Okay, remove the cameras for one.
Okay.
Because you said the cords are blocking up. That's what you see.
Remove the cameras from this image. And what else do we want to do?
Now, whatever you want from there.
Okay. Put Kobe Bryant standing beside the man in this image. I have not tried anything like this before, so I'm curious to see what it's going to do.
It's his first
And I'm
time.
only doing it because I saw the Bryant behind you.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is going to be cool. So I'm curious. This is either going to be really awesome or hilarious. Either way, it's a win, dude. It's
What? I mean, you're talking about it, so it's great to just show a simple
show exactly how it works. So I literally put the text of remove the cameras from this image. Okay, now it's asked me something. That would be a cool shot, but I can't add Kobe Bryant for any real person into the image. I hadn't thought about that. So they can do a generic pro-style basketball person, but they can't specifically put a real person.
Oh, I wonder if his wife Vanessa owns the rights, because who's that?
Well, it said or any real person.
Oh, it won't do.
It won't do any real person. It won't add them. Now, if they're already in the photo, it'll do that because I've done. Well, you're in the photo. You're a real person. So,
yeah.
But you can't add anybody else, I guess.
So make me look like BD Joe. It's Crazy Taxi.
BD Joe.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's gonna know who that is.
It's B.D. Space Joe.
Okay, let me try this then. All right, we'll get rid of.
But anyway, the infrared light, I tested that before, and I was scrolling Instagram, so you can scroll, and what it does is when you look at the image, the infrared light starts doing this, starts blinking on you. Other than that, it's just barely pulsing. It's just going do. When you stop to look at an image, it's flashing.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Okay, now you said BD Joe?
Yeah.
Okay.
From Crazy Taxi.
And make the person look like BD Joe from Crazy Taxi. BD Joe from Crazy Taxi. Now, let's see if we'll do this.
What if it's going to make me black?
Is the character black?
Yeah.
That's going to be funny. I can't wait. Okay, I can remove the cameras and clean up the shot, no problem. But I can't change the person to look like BD Joe from Crazy Taxi. Specifically, turning someone in a real photo into an identifiable copyrighted character. See, I hadn't tried any of this before, so here's what I can do instead.
Make me a Super Saiyan.
Oh, that's a great idea. Okay.
Because then you're not...
Okay, instead make him look like a Super Saiyan character from Dragon Ball Z.
Well, you shouldn't have said Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, okay. Well,
just say Super Saiyan, and
Super
Saiyan.
Then
this because it's copyrighted.
Because it's copyrighted again. Dang.
So it can just give me hair and whatever.
This is great podcasting. For those that are only listening, if you go to the
Pairacast Podcast YouTube channel,
you can see what we're doing. So I said instead making creating image.
I should have mirrored your phone into
yeah, so they
to
can
the
see
capture and they can see it live, picture in picture.
Dude, we're gonna have to try that next time because that would work for just when I'm going through the articles and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. It's creating image. I notice it's running a little slower than normal because it says I got 5G. All right, what?
I got Wi-Fi here.
That's what I probably should. What? It's like, you've got to be kidding me. That is badass. What the heck, dude? Oh my god, look at that. Let's see, can they see that? Yeah. Dude. I'm going to have to send it to you. That's crazy. What? That's so good, dude. Dude, your hair's all on fire. And
I look buff, but I look chungus.
Chungus. You got the thickness. This is Chad GPT. That's great.
I'm not going for lean muscle. I'm going for bulk.
Yeah, bulk up. All right, well, that was cool.
Yeah, it was.
I like that. But I learned 2 things about it today, live on this podcast that I did not know, because I'm so new at this. You can't put a real person into the image. And
unless
you
they're
can't,
already there.
Unless they're already in the image. You can't add them to the image, and you can't do a copyrighted stuff. Well, that kind of sucks. But
there was an actor who come out, and he said, was it that guy?
Matthew McConaughey.
Was it him, or was it the Wilson, one of the Wilson brothers?
Oh, yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
What about
it was one of them. I can't, because I always get them too confused. Well, one of them come out and they patented their likeness.
Oh, I have heard some people doing some stuff like this.
So you can use their likeness with their permission.
Right.
But they're just not going to let you.
They're not just, yeah. Which, because with all this AI stuff, dude, people are making AI actors and actresses. We might have talked about that already on one. Did we talk about this?
AI? I don't think so.
Okay, well, then I was just having a conversation with some other people, but there's...
Yourself?
Yeah, probably. I talk to myself all the time. But there was an AI... Hollyweird has created, some production studios created an AI actress.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've also heard of people that have created AI musicians. I mean, like, this is crazy, dude. The lady, I was watching the video, and she's talking about... I'm a real person. I've got, she's got photos and family back in her, and she's like, and people think I'm AI. And I was like, oh, and then the guy was like, but she is AI. And she gets millions of streams on this music and making somebody money. And I'm like, what?
I thought you were going to say, nobody told you?
Yeah. No one told you it's your AI?
It's in your programming.
Yeah, I know. All right, bro.
Yeah, I think we did mention that last time, that specifically.
All right, moving away from that, we absolutely have to talk about this, because by the time this episode comes out, this is going to be old news probably, but the whole Epstein craziness that's been going on, dude.
I saw, is it a photo with him and like 2 security people? It looked like him, a little bit older, with a beard and mustache and whatever. And
yeah,
they were like, is this him?
No, that photo, from what I heard, that was, speaking of AI, fake.
It was AI?
Yeah, that was an AI fake photo, but apparently...
Not to go back to the AI, though.
But it does connect.
But that photo with you and Jay Mullo, I thought was real.
You did?
Yeah, I did. When I saw it in the stream, I was like, you know what? I was like, maybe that wasn't a good idea for him to post that.
That's great. So what he's talking about, if you go to Shaggy at para-holix on Instagram, you'll see a photo I posted where I was at Jay Mello's house the other night, and we were hanging out in this garage area, the little man cave, And my brother was talking smack, BDM, so I snapped a selfie of me and him and sent it to him just to mess with him. And then I thought, well, let me see what ChatGPT will do with this photo. And I literally said something like, show these two guys partying and smoking weed. And the image it came up with was glorious. So the original photo is right there. And this is what it did. It is funny too, because Jay Mello was like, why did it make me look so old? And the only thing I can think of is he's in the background doing kind of a wrinkled face.
Yeah.
So that's probably why it did that. But
well, see, I didn't think it was AI, because you always use a lot of filters and stuff and add effects and go from one app to the other.
Yep.
And so I just thought, it's a filtered image, whatever. I thought that maybe you use Warble to add more smoke or something.
No, we did all that on its own. We got big old fat blunts. There's a bong sitting there, a bag full of nugs off to the side. I put that on Instagram with Cypress Hill. I want to get high as the music playing. It's fucking great, dude.
Man, Warble's gonna have to step up their game, because that's one of my favorite apps.
Yep, and that was the first thing it did. I could have said add more smoke. But I could have done all kinds of it. You can just keep stacking it, dude. It's really freaking cool. But what is not freaking cool is Epstein. And this is nuts, dude. This actually came out, it was through Reddit, and they backtracked
Do
this.
you use Reddit?
I've never used Reddit.
You never have?
Never.
It's awesome, by the way.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's right. You were telling me you'd use it before. I've searched before, and a link would take me there, but I'm not there very long. But no, I've never posted or nothing like that. But this guy apparently did, and they backtracked him to prove he actually was at that prison. He was one of the guards. Mm-hmm. And he had said something weird's been going on. He said they took Epstein out of his cell and took him to the doctor or whatever, and then an unscheduled van showed up with a security guy, got out, and then they brought Epstein back to his cell, and then he killed himself. So he even says, he's like, guys, I may be going crazy here, but I think they swapped him out. It literally says, was a fake body used to mislead media about Epstein's death. Mm-hmm. That's crazy, dude, because that's what a lot of people were saying all along.
Yeah, and they said they drove off with the fake body for the media, and then the other one drove off different direction. And
I believe that, personally. I mean, for sure,
it's not unheard of.
It's not unheard of, and I certainly don't think if he's dead, he did not kill himself. That's nonsense. I'm not buying.
How convenient! 60 seconds or whatever it was of footage.
Yeah, missing.
We're corrupted.
The guards were asleep. The cameras didn't work. All this it's nonsense.
Cameras couldn't see in there anyway.
Exactly. Yeah, and they supposedly put him in there with a giant Hulk of a guy. If you saw the images of the guy that was supposed to be in his cellmate, this guy was a beast, and he was in there for murdering people with his bare hands. And they put him in there with him, from what I had heard. So I'm like, okay. It makes more sense to me that they put somebody else in there, had that guy, Epstein's out. He's gone to wherever because he's too valuable. When you start digging into this most recent 3 million, file dump that they gave us, dude, his hand was in every cookie jar. Dude, he had connections with every country. Politicians, celebrities. He's everywhere, dude. He supposedly invented Call of Duty, or had a hand in that. Yeah. He supposedly created Bitcoin, or had a big hand in that. It's like, dude, he's a supervillain. He's Lex Luthor. He's everywhere. And the man with those kind of connections and all the blackmail stuff he more than likely did, you can't just that kind of person because he probably has quite a lot of kill switch stuff that upon his death, it all comes out.
So was that photo of Epstein, the Clintons, And who was the scientist in the wheelchair?
Stephen
Steve
Hawking.
Hawking. Was that AI? Or,
I don't know, dude. It was like, I'm just here for the boating. You know, he's like, he wasn't there for anything else. That's so funny because that's what a lot of them were saying. You know, we were just there because it's an awesome island. You know, we didn't know about any of that other stuff. But
it was like Diddy's place.
Exactly. The problem is all these people that are claiming they either didn't go, like another one, for example, Elon Musk, this joker, he said repeatedly, I never went to Epstein's island. He was a creep. He invited me and I never went. Well, now we got to this recent dump. We got emails from him asking Epstein, what's the most wild, what night's the most wildest party? Wee-hoo, you know? Okay, and when you ask Epstein about a wild party after he was already convicted for pedophilia, what kind of a wild party? It's like asking Diddy after all this came out. It'd be like right now, emailing Diddy and go, dude, when's the baby oil party? Woo! You know, come on, dude. Come on. And they're all like backpedaling and trying to squirming and trying to figure it out. Man, busted.
I'm just waiting on the Diddler book. Right? They said, if I was a diddler, this is how I would have done it.
Yeah. Oh, that's great, dude. For real, man.
No, if I was a diddler, this is how I would have did it.
I would have did it, yeah, dude. ChatGPT, write me a book. No,
make the Diddy book.
Make the Diddy book. I wonder if it would do that, or it would, like, let me see.
Are you going to do it?
Make me the Diddy book entitled, okay, what did you just say? You said the Diddler book. It was the Diddler book.
The Diddler book?
Yeah.
If I did it.
Make the Diddler. Oh, come on now. Is that not a word? Diddler.
Yeah, it's the same as Riddler, but
it's not. How would you spell that?
Just say Diddy then.
Oh, yeah. Diddy. The Diddy book. If how did you word that though? If I did it. No.
The Diddler book. If I did it, yeah.
But I wanted to actually say Diddler though. I've seen it.
Yeah, DDLER. I think is
LER. The Diddler book. If I did it, this is how I would have did it. Is that what you said?
It was basically
or make me the Diddler book entitled "This is how I would have did it." Okay.
Yeah, because I was.
This is how I would have did it.
Because I was going off of the Simpson.
Make me the book.
I was going after the Simpson guy. Remember when he wrote the book?
Yes. Let's see. Make me the.
OJ.
Oh, hold on. Oh, right. Okay, make me the Diddler book cover. That's what I want. I want an image. I'm not actually writing a book. Not cookbook. What? Oh, God. Cover. This is like great podcasting. Entitled, This is How I Would Have Did It. All right, let's see what happens.
If Diddy did it.
If Diddy did it, this is how he... it's like a tongue twister, dude. She is going to be like, I cannot do this. Oh, no, it's creating image. But what's crazy, dude, is all of this information that's come out has now got people going, well, wait a minute. Was Pizzagate really nonsense?
What is Pizzagate?
Okay, Pizzagate was I think, reportedly debunked conspiracy theory about, and I think it came from some of that QAnon nonsense, but supposedly there was a pizza place in Washington, D.C. Where rich, powerful elites, government officials, kings, all this kind of stuff, would... it was a front to get children for sex slave, torture, eating for adrenochrome, all that kind of weird shit that they supposedly do. And this is where it got weird, because from what I understand, it was ping pong pizza. But somehow they took that wasn't it. Somehow it went from that to being, oh no, it's actually Comet Pizza. and I don't remember when the switch happened. Was it a name change? What was the deal? But this other pizza, the Comet Pizza, I think it was. I'd have to look this up. But this guy, well connected for somebody who just has a single pizzeria. It's not like a chain. This is not a big famous chain. This is like some local place, but he's hobsnobbing with all the rich, powerful, elite people. So
Para-pizza.
Para-pizza. Dude, I could go for a slice. But
only comes in twos.
What it only comes in twos. What happened is some, and I wonder now if this wasn't a staged event, but some crazy dude shows up with the gun because supposedly they kept the children locked in the basement. Well, the building didn't have a basement, reportedly. But he goes in there and he shoots the gun off either in the ceiling or in the floor, and he demands he was there as a hero. He was going to rescue the kids. No one got killed. He didn't actually hurt anybody, but still. It really looked bad on all those that were even looking into this conspiracy theory because, see, these people are crazy, they're dangerous, they're like Alex Jones turning the freaking Frog's Gate, all that crap. And I think that was done on purpose. It was misdirection. You know Alex Jones. Who? Alex Jones? What? Okay, here we go. Let's see what it did. The Diddler. This is how I would have did it. And it's got a confidential file with a kid on the photo. What? What? No way. Oh my God.
Dude, you gotta post that.
The Diddler. This is how I would have did it. Oh God. Oh dude. Okay, yeah, I'm going to post that. People were like, what? Oh my God.
If you're listening, watch the video.
Oof, yes,
because
go.
I can steal and put these as overlays.
Yes.
So you don't have to stare at the phone at the screen.
So it really makes you rethink a lot of these, supposedly demonic conspiracy theories and events that took place. Like, I didn't actually put this information down there, but there was that Isaac Cappy guy who was
lying.
Huh?
Was he lying a lot?
No. Huh?
Cappy.
Oh. No Cappy, dude. No, this guy was kind of a B actor. He'd been in several different movies. The place I remember seeing him was he was the employee at the pet store in the first Thor movie. When he goes in there and he's like, I need a horse, and he was the guy behind the counter, and it was kind of funny. He's had kind of a dry wit type of sense of humor, and it was, it worked. And he was a bit actor, been in a lot of things, but he started coming out talking about Hollywood is full of pedophiles. Tom Hanks, pedophile. This person is a pedophile. He was putting all these videos out, and then he died. Because he jumped off the freeway and got hit by a car. So, I always thought that was weird.
He jumped off the freeway?
Yeah.
Got hit by a car. So he would have died if he wasn't hit by the car?
I think he would have lived because it was just, he would have been injured badly, but I don't think that height alone was enough to kill him. But he did get ran over, which definitely killed him. And I don't remember too many of the details behind it. I know there was a lot of weird dots people were connecting. But it really makes you re-question that as well. Because a lot of the people he talked about are in the Epstein files as well. Mm-hmm. But the one that really gets me, I remember when this happened. I can't pronounce her name. She was a well-known Mexican model. And Gabriela Rico Jimenez or something. Jimenez. That's a J, dude. I'm like, Jimenez. As the word left my mouth, I was like, that J's silent, didn't it? Damn it.
It's like an H.
J and Silent Bob. But
it's like the worst.
Jimenez.
I'm offended. I don't speak Spanish.
I'm offended, and I'm the one that said it.
I'll deport myself.
She ran out of a hotel screaming, they're eating humans. And
yes, that one.
Yeah, you remember her.
Yeah.
Well, she was kind of, she was wilding out there, screaming all this at the top of her lungs. They rounded her up, and no one's ever seen her since. They don't, like, she's missing to this day. No one knows where she is. But it really makes you think again when you start reading some of the information in these files, because, now again, what the craziest part is, a lot of the stuff in these files it's from, eyewitness claims, so unfortunately, there's not a lot you can do specifically with that, but, man, I mean, it's some nasty stuff I don't even want to repeat, dude. It's bad. Like some of the stuff, but again, it does involve cannibalism, babies, kids, nasty stuff, dude. And it really makes you think back to a lot of that stuff, like Isaac Cappy and Jimenez here. I mean, it's pretty. It's pretty. I don't know, dude, but dang it. They really need. But here's the question, and I've heard other people say the same thing. When are the Epstein files going to move into the Epstein trials? When are people going to get convicted? And, when is justice going to be done? It ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen.
It's not going to,
no, it's not going to happen. Well, I saw out of the corner of my eyes, just flashing me in the face.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen, dude. It's the point I'm getting at now with a lot of this stuff. I'm like, I'll believe it when I see it. And I just don't think I'm going to see it. And what's funny, too, so far, I think everything I've been talking about has been in Conspiranalysis segments. This whole episode seemed like that's what it's going to be. But just recently, as of yesterday, I think this was, maybe the day before, Donald Trump authorizes release of UFO evidence from secret bases hiding proof of alien life, Congressman claims. So this particular congressman... blah blah blah. I don't see where his name is. He's named somewhere in this article, but he claims that Donald Trump that he is going to get access to facilities like Area 51. And I'm like, yeah, sure you are. sure you are. And if you do, how long have we known about Area 51? Do you really think they're keeping anything good there now? No.
Yeah.
Of course not. That stuff's been moved. But as soon as that was leaked, that place existed, man, stuff's gone. Stuff's gone. But also, like, did you hear about old Billy Gates and the stuff in there? So Jeffrey Epstein, he actually sent an email draft to himself, complaining about. It almost seems like it was going to be a blackmail thing. Because in it, he's complaining to Bill Gates about the fact that he cut off friendship with him. And he's mad about it because he's like, even after, you asked me to get you, what was it? The drugs, but like for... Dude, my brains are fried right now. Sexually transmitted disease drugs, but I can't remember exactly.
STD?
Yeah, yeah, I couldn't think of it. But where he basically, in this email draft to himself that seemed like blackmail for Bill Gates was, even you're cutting our friendship off, even though you asked me to get you these drugs so you could slip them to your wife without her knowing about it because you picked them up from some Russian hookers,
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? Now he says it's complete nonsense. He said it never happened. I don't know why he would even say that.
I did not have sexual relations on that island.
Exactly. I've never been. I don't know nothing about it. Like, dude. Speaking, this is perfect transition.
I did not take no medications for STDs.
but when you look, when his wife, Melinda Gates, who, they're divorced now. She got like some $60-70 billion, so she's living high on the hog. She's fine. But she won't specifically say certain things. Like when asked direct questions, she will break dance around them. Because I think she signed something that says she can't. That's what I think it is. But she's going around on doing this tour like she's, good. But let's not forget, it was the Bill and Melinda Foundation that was going around jabbing kids in Africa, trying to get them all vaccinated, and what was in that stuff, what was in that stuff, because he also, he talks about decreasing the world's population, and if we do really good with vaccinations, we can do that. We're like, but I thought vaccinations are supposed to be helpful and make people live longer, healthier lives. You just said, what? Okay, she was part of that. So when she talks about what happened to those girls on Epstein's island, no girl should ever have to. You didn't care about the girls in the other country that you was jabbing. So come on, spare me.
You have to have some sympathy, when you're rich like that. Even if you're guilty, you gotta have some sympathy to play it off.
Yeah. Well, what it is she's trying to distance herself from the anchor of the Epstein that's around, Bill's neck and everybody else's now. But speaking of Russian hookers, not really, but the connection to Russia, we're moving into some nerdgasm. Unless you had something else you wanted to add to that.
No.
Okay. No. I saw.
It's been a while since the last.
It's been a while.
Since we were talking, and I'll see you at work, and then it was like, I'll get things to talk about. Yes, I'll see this, and then it's like everything just went silent. And I basically forgot a lot of.
That's great. That's perfect though. That way you can be hearing it live and direct on the podcast. Mm-hmm. But
I'm just a listener then.
You're just a listener. All right. We're gonna take a break.
Should I turn off the split screen and just put you on camera?
I'm doing it again. See, I told him, I was like, look, y'all, I can run my mouth nonstop. I can go on and on and on and on. So you've got to jump in there, especially when I give you an offer. You got to get in there. No, but I do. This did remind me that I'm gonna sit back and I want you. We're moving into some nerdgasm stuff. How are we on the clock? We doing good?
We are we're exactly an hour in now.
An hour in. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, I've got some other stuff we'll talk about in the next episode, but this one, I want to talk about some nerd news. Mm-hmm. When we're done podcasting today, we're going to do some Paragamers. We're bringing that back. Mm-hmm. I want you to talk about, speaking of Crazy Taxi, your world records. Because when you told me this, I was like, what? Lay it on them.
That's right. So, this is my one of my dear prized possessions right here. Mm-hmm. Crazy Taxi Catch a Ride for Game Boy Advance. It is a game that nobody plays. It is one of the few 3D games on the Game Boy Advance.
Oh, dang, that actually looks pretty good.
The graphics are horrendous.
I'm sitting here going, man, I was talking about the graphics. I was like, boy, it looks pretty good. Immediately follow that up with how horrendous they are. Horrendous.
If I decided to do all the overlay stuff, I'll put some of the
graphics on it
on
so they
screen,
can see.
whatever.
That's just for the viewers. So again, you got to go to the viewers now.
That's right. It is a pixelated soup.
Nice.
just talking about the graphics first because I want to get that out of the way. It is terrible.
Wow.
The frame rate is about 8 to 10 frames per second.
What?
10 when you're in a good segment of the game.
Yeah.
I counted the frames. I just took a random, 1 minute or something. I started counting the frames. Mm-hmm. And get the average. I spread out a second. That's what I did.
What?
But anyway, I started seeing some dude on YouTube playing the game because I like playing Crazy Taxi. Mm-hmm. I like the original Crazy Taxi on Dreamcast. That is the best version, but I played on GameCube as well. Okay. Played Crazy Taxi 3 on original Xbox. So I was getting pretty good at the game. But then I saw this guy playing for the Game Boy Advance, and I was like, that game exists?
What?
Huh. That's what I said. And I said,
wow.
Oh, this game looks terrible. But I saw him playing it. And I was like, is terrible? There's no vibrant colors. It is bland. It is 3D. It is low frame rate. It's very pixelated. But the map is the same map as the original.
Really?
In the arcade.
What? Okay.
But it is very, very low resolution. and hard to tell where you're going.
Get low.
But if you know the map, you can know where you're going.
Okay.
Well, I started watching his gameplay. He was doing these hour-long gameplays on it, and he's getting 40-something thousand in these records, And I'm like, well, he said that he probably has the world record in this game because nobody else plays it. And I said, challenge accepted.
You blew the doors off him?
I found out a lot about this game. I learned a lot about this game.
What?
So, there are only 68 customers. That's hospital there. In this game.
Hospital.
Yeah, there's only 68 customers. They do not change locations. They do not change positions. They are always in the same spot, and they always want to go to the same place.
Same place. Okay.
In the original games, like on Dreamcast, sometimes they'll want to go to a different direction depending on when, so their color will change.
Okay.
Instead of being
So there's a pattern
instead
you
of
can learn
being
and follow.
orange, they'll turn to yellow, meaning that the distance is different
It's different. Okay.
and their location is different.
Okay.
And so on the Game Boy Advance, they don't change
do
at all.
that.
It just doesn't have enough memory.
Wow.
And so I saw his record. I don't know, it's like 40. Let's say 44,000. And I'm like, okay, well let me try that.
Let me see what I can do.
Yeah. And so I started getting really good at the game, and I was able to map using. I might even have the picture up here somewhere. No, I have it. I have it over there. Okay, underneath, right over there, underneath that grid paper.
Underneath.
It's that print. That one.
Oh, the
Yes.
map.
Okay.
All right.
This is a PlayStation 2 map of the game, but I mapped all the color codes of the customers and what direction they go, how many there are, where they take you, everything. And then I even created a detailed Photoshop so you could pick up the first 42 customers following a pattern that I made.
Wow.
My record is currently 190,975 and 75 cents.
Good Lord. My goodness, man.
The second best record in this game, if you don't count any other records I did, is that guy's 44,000 or something.
Dude, yeah. I should say, yeah, you got the record on that one.
Yes.
That's wild.
And that's not the only record. I don't know if okay, I guess I do. Okay. This is my thumbnail. I did not place these out on purpose for the video. They just happen to be there. This is my thumbnail. This is 10 crazy minutes. I did 101,610 in a 10-minute fixed gameplay.
Wow.
So from watching that guy, I learned you can do what is called, or I dubbed it officially. I saw him do it, but not. It's called drift driving. So he said, "Oh, there's a way you can make money if you learn to drift, whatever, And when you turn, you drift, you get combos."
Yeah.
Well, I learned where the combos max out at 255.
Oh.
After that, they don't go any higher.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get hit by another car, you lose it. Well, I learned how to drift and drive.
I drift and drive.
I literally boost, and then
You're not supposed to drift and drive, dude.
and then I do this back and forth the entire 10-minute run.
What?
Just getting my combos
Dang, dude.
the entire way, turning corners, everything,
You just drive down the street shaking your ass. Blam. Blam. Making money.
and you have to dodge vehicles
Oh, snap.
at the same time of doing that. And so when I do my 10 crazy minutes, I only pick up 3 customers because I figured out which customers to pick up so I can maximize the 10-minute time
Okay.
and maximize my combos because I need a customer that's going to allow me to drift all the way to their destination and not run out my clock, but also allow me to get my max combos before I get there.
Wow, dude.
So I've had one customer where I get over 40,000 just
Okay.
with one customer.
Good grief, man.
And so in the long plays where you pick up all 68 customers, if you don't do any specific drift driving, you just pick them all up. You're not going to get more than 44K.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay.
And you pick up all the customers. You win nothing special.
Yeah.
You know, but if you strategically pick up certain customers and then you drift drive specific with some of them, but not all of them because you run out of time, then you can maximize and get your, score 190,000.
Good grief. Now, have you...
But the game has a limitation. The leaderboard maxes out at $131,072. You go over that, it starts back to 0, and it adds the difference.
Oh,
So I've had scores that said 50,000 that were first place, and then the second place would be a score that says 120,000.
Oh man!
It was backwards.
Yeah,
it's like the game knows that I score more, but it can't display
it
because of the game limitations.
That's crazy. Now, have you? What kind of records do you have on other versions of the game?
I don't have world records on the other ones. It's super hard.
It's much harder.
There's a good handful of people that just like I'm good, like really good.
Mm-hmm.
My best record is probably like 98,000. Just a regular Crazy Taxi.
Mm-hmm.
But they can get 200K more. Pick up way more customers. Yeah, they have everybody memorized.
These speed runners and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't have it memorized that far into the game.
Yeah.
They do. And they get it so good to where they're like, oh, well, that customer's orange. I'm gonna drive down to the next block in the game, turn around, and then they'll be yellow. That's the customer I want because I need to go to a yellow destination.
Yeah. My game was asteroids. I'd be killing some people on some asteroids.
You really good at asteroids?
Actually, I was. I hadn't played it.
Is that the rollerball one?
No.
Oh.
No, that's the old school Atari 2600. I would stay centered in the screen. I didn't move around because that's how you die. I'd see people playing all the time where they you can move, but if you do, man, you're screwed because it just the controls aren't really good. It's not stopping on a dime. It's just like being in space. You're not gonna, you know what I mean? So I would not move. I'd stay there, and I've rolled that game multiple times. Just I think it would go up to. It's been a long time, so don't quote me here, but I want to say it went up to 1 million, and then it would roll again. I could be totally wrong with that, but I know your points would go so far up, and then it would just roll and start over at 0. And I've played that game where I did that 3 or 4 times in a row just because I just keep playing it. But I'd get bored and turn it off. But we're talking about asteroids, though. I said it as a joke, but because asteroids. I'm talking old school.
Yeah.
But that I was really good at that game. I was good at Missile Command. That was another one I hadn't played in forever. Pitfall. I was good at Pitfall. All those old Atari games I was pretty decent at. But yeah, I never even tried records on any of that. I just tried to survive all the rest of the games. After that, my game was always Resident Evil. I love Resident Evil. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 0. Those are my favorite Resident Evil games. 4, it started changing.
How far back? Like PlayStation?
Yeah, the original PlayStation. Yeah. Those were and they've all had remakes. They've all had upgrades.
Yeah, to fix the tank controls.
Yeah, and they look much better.
That too.
Starting with Resident Evil 4 is when it started to change. When the zombies had weapons and would talk, I was like, this is not Resident Evil anymore. Storyline was still pretty good, but then they went on to 5 and 6, and then 7 was a first-person type of thing. It wasn't even, I did not like that at all. Storyline, visually they look great, but they were turning into action games, where it was, quick time events, where it was run, duck, run, oh god, it wasn't.
Did you have to press like combo, press X now, press triangle,
Yep, you had to do all that stupid crap, and you didn't. It took away one of the greatest elements to Resident Evil was because it started the whole survival horror genre.
Mm-hmm.
It was the creepy music. It was slowly looking around, investigating. Find it. You had to find the clues to solve the puzzle, and there'd be times where once you'd cleared an area, you were good, and you might be way on the other side of the map and realize I need something to progress. I've missed it. You got to go all the way back and look and hunt. And some people would hate that. I loved it. I loved it. It was like literally being in a horror movie and acting it out.
Mm-hmm.
But when they switched it and it started becoming an action game, that's not fun anymore because you don't have the time to slowly explore and look around. You can't because, shit's on your ass. You got to move. That's not survival horror. That's action horror. It's not the same to me. And I don't know. They've tried. I don't know if they're gonna. Speaking of it, we recently was playing. We still are. There was Resident Evil. It was Biohazard in Japan, I think, or China, wherever they came from. I think it was Japan. Biohazard was the original name. They changed it to Resident Evil when they brought it over here to America. But they were doing part 2, and they got about, I want to say, 75% done. Maybe they got it completed done. But at some point, because they had passed it off to a different group, I've watched a bunch of videos about this, they didn't like the direction it was going. So they scrapped it completely and started over. Which I know Resident Evil 2, love it. It was a 2-disc game, great, love that game. But the original Resident Evil 2 looked more identical to the first game, and it plays like it, and it was in a lot of the same locations. Well, we've got versions now that people have been slowly fixing, because there was like a decade search for this game. It's a crazy story. We watched a video all about it, and we've been actually playing it. It's pretty cool, man. It's got different characters, different, but it's rough. It's glitchy. Like there's a lot of things where, like, you're running around a desk, but the images aren't in place properly, and you're like walking on the desk. Like your perspective changes, like from being a full-size person going around a desk to now you're on top of the desk, and you just so it can throw you off. But I still like it because it plays like a Resident Evil game. But well, that's our nerdgasm news for you.
Well, see, the crazy, I wasn't even done yet.
Oh, there's more, dude. Go ahead.
So I've started working on a world record. Now all these are unofficial world records because there's no website that I can find that has these scores for the long plays.
Really?
For the 10 crazy minutes, 5 or 3 crazy minutes. They only do the crazy box, which is the challenges. And the world records are for doing all of them and how fast can you do it.
Okay.
So my record is the crazy jump. Nobody's has. And I just did that last weekend where I got a crazy jump of 203 point whatever meters, and I haven't seen any other scores like that.
But there's no place where you can post this stuff?
That one I can post on a website, but I've done that with the, there was Crazy Flag that I have the record for as well. It's basically your car's facing this way, and you gotta turn around and boost to the flag as fast as you can.
Yeah.
And I have the record for that. And they have a lot of those crazy boxes listed. They don't have crazy jump. I can talk to the admin and get them to put it, but nobody plays any of those individual things and goes for a record. Because there was one person who had the record for Crazy Flag, and I saw it and I was like, oh, I can beat that. I was like, he's not even drifting or boosting. He doesn't know how to. So my first try, I beat him, and then I just started making my record better.
Huh. That's crazy. There should be because I know we've watched a lot of videos where they do speed run, like what was that guy? Is it Summoning Salt?
Yes.
Summoning Salt. There you go. We watched a lot of his videos, and
he does the punch out.
He's good at punch out, dude. I think he's got like the record or something like that. Yeah. But we've seen a bunch of speed runs with that, where it's, just straight up playing the game, but they also have like the task manager or something like that, where they... Yeah, where it's not real. You can't actually do that.
Yeah.
In a real gameplay.
Yeah, like double inputs at the same time.
Yeah, stuff like that. But it's still cool. Those are interesting to watch. But I think if you're done with that, we'll wrap it up this episode, and we're going to do another one because I got so much more to talk about. But I want to end this, and I think we should, because even though, if you hadn't figured out already, we're going to talk about all kinds of stuff. It's not just a paranormal podcast. But I would like to mention something paranormal every episode to kind of, keep us grounded. Two things, now I'm thinking about it, saying that reminded me. Everybody, be careful. August 12th, Project Anchor is in effect. Have you heard about Project Anchor, J-Lo?
No.
You're going to love this one. This really isn't paranormal. It's actually conspiracy nonsense. This one's complete hot garbage. For 7 seconds on August 12th, the Earth is going to lose gravity. Everything's going to float up. And then it's going to come crashing down. There's going to be death and destruction everywhere. And the government has secretly created Project Anchor so they'll be okay while the rest of us die. 7 seconds.
So they've anchored all their buildings down? Is that what it is?
It's so stupid, dude. So stupid. So that was the dumb one. This one is paranormal, and it's very interesting. This is actually, again, all this is old news. This came out, this was Sunday the 18th of January. So it's January. It's not that far back. The Bank of England, this was, Miss McCaw. I don't know what her first name is. She was she works for the bank or has something to do with the Bank of England. But she said the bank must plan for a financial crisis triggered by aliens, says former policy expert. So this lady, if you read through this article, this lady seeing all the latest information about UAPs, UFOs, and all this stuff, she's coming out, and there's a bunch of these people that are like this, where they come out talking as if they're late to the party. We've been talking about this for decades, and they're like, oh my God, have you heard? There's aliens and UFOs out there. Oh my God. It's like, where have you been, lady? We've been talking about this forever. But she literally says the Bank of England needs to prepare for a financial crisis in the event aliens are real. It's like, what and why? What are you talking about? So it's hilarious, but that's another article that I posted on the Paraspective Instagram where you can read through that. I'm like, okay, that'll be our one paranormal story for this episode. But I think those last two are both kind of nonsense. Yes, we know UFOs are real. That doesn't mean they're alien, number one. But clearly, there's something going on there. And what do you get? You finding something over there? You got something?
Well, I'm looking for it.
Oh.
I can look. You got your phone out all the time.
But I'm ready to go, I got my stuff dialed in. I got, folders, and I'm ready to roll. And I'm like trying to. Well, here, I'll look for another one.
We're ending it?
I think we can. We can end this one, and we're going to record another one. Oh, you got a quote. The quote of the episode.
Yes, I do. So, be yourself. Everyone else is already taken.
Boom.
Oscar Wilde. He said that.
I know that name. Wasn't he a boxer?
I have no idea.
Oscar De La Hoya? No.
You actually said it. You didn't say De La Joya?
I know. He was married to Jimenez or whatever he was.
Okay, but before we go, do you have room in your stomach for anything? Anything small?
Oh, dude, they don't call me Shaggy for nothing. Oh, wait, what do you got? What you reaching for? What's this about?
Wrong company.
That's great.
That's what she said.
You got, aha! What you got, bruh? What is this?
Anabars.
Anabars.
Yes. Remember,
what is this?
In the previous episode, we talked about protein.
You talked about protein bars.
Now,
you did.
I didn't get the main flavor that I wanted, but they're all good.
Really?
And I was going to ask you, would you want to try Campfire S'mores?
Okay.
Or Monster Cookie Crunch?
That one.
This one has pretzel.
Okay.
And this one has chocolate. I guess.
That's the difference.
S'mores. I don't know.
I'm going to go with the Monster one. That actually sounds pretty good. Dude, this Joker got some weight to it. What?
It is 20 grams of protein. Remember?
What the heck?
I told you that...
It says candy bar. It actually calls it a candy bar. Should I eat this live on the podcast? I got to at least try it.
Yeah, I want you to try it. I mean, you don't have to eat the whole thing, but yeah.
Gobble. All right,
but because you said you haven't had anything that tasted good.
The last time I had a protein bar, was years ago. It smells good. Smells good. Okay. Okay. Damn, dude. What? That tastes like a candy bar, dude. This is a protein bar. Come on. I'm gonna try these.
They're about $3.50 each.
Woo! Get it out! That's a lot of money.
They had a 40% off at Vitamin Shop, so I paid a lot less for them.
Yeah, dude. These are good.
You can get down with that then.
I can get down with that. I wish
If you wanted to go to a store and buy them, H-E-B has like all their flavors. They got cookies and cream. They got Death by Peanut Butter, which is the best one. It is like, it's basically
Death
Reese's
by Peanut Butter.
Pieces flavored, you know. Oh,
I'd be all about that. Yeah.
They got some other flavors I can't think of them, but yeah, they're all of them are good. Just some are better than others, you know.
So this is like what you eat in between meals or whatever?
They have peanut butter and marshmallow as well. That one's pretty good.
This definitely tastes like it's got peanut butter in it.
Yeah, I think they all do. They're all similar tasting. They just have something
a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it literally looks like it's got
Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, on top of it.
Yeah. They kind of fall.
Yeah, man, it's good.
Yeah, the Death by Peanut Butter kind of false advertises with all these Reese's Pieces all over the top. Then you open the package and there's like next to nothing on it, you know. But you still get the flavor. I mean, so.
Yeah, it has kind of almost like a whipped cream peanut butter flavor. Like it's not like a
wet cardboard.
No. It tastes like I was telling you before. Like it tasted like they took like a cracker wafer type of thing, put a bunch of vitamins on it, and then covered it in chocolate. I'm like, no, nasty. This doesn't taste just like this doesn't taste like a Snickers bar.
Yeah.
You can tell it's not a normal candy bar, but it's good.
Well, the Death by Peanut Butter is the closest you're going to get to eating like a, what is the Reese's, is it a Fast Break or something?
Okay.
Where it's not the peanut butter cup, but it's that other bar one.
Yeah.
It's close to that.
All right, y'all. Definitely check out our sponsor for this episode, Anabar. Go down and get a 10% off discount. No, I'm just kidding.
Discount 10% off discount code if you use Pairacast.
Parabar.
That's not true.
That's not true at all.
Totally false.
That's false news.
I blame AI for that one.
Boy, I apologize.
Yeah.
All right.
Out of 10?
10. 12, probably. They got Instagram, Facebook, little bird. They got it all, man.
The little bird.
Oh, there's something down here in the bag.
Yeah, there's usually some.
We'll see y'all in the next one. I'm going to finish this off. Bye.
Sorry for the listeners.
I got to get down here to get the rest of it.
Oh, you just got to just put your tongue all up in there.
Oh, yeah, it's all up in it?
Yeah. Just like that.
That didn't work. You got to use the
No, it's
two
the
fingers
beard.
and the thumb.
The beard is what tickles.
Oh, that's what it is. But it maximizes the pleasure of seeing, they're right.
Oh, yeah, you weren't holding the package right.
That's what it was. I was supposed to do it like this.
You gotta really go up in there with that. Yeah.
And on that note, bye, everybody.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video that was not going to be recorded today, I promise. Yeah.